Hello everyone. My name is Justin James Ramos and I will discuss The Rich Dad Poor Dad by, Robert Kiyosaki. And it was based on the summary video of Chronicle Living from YouTube. So, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Poor Dad. Rich Dad Poor Dad is published by Robert T. Kiyosaki and it was published on April 1, 2000. The genre of this book is personal business, entrepreneur, and business advocate. So let's move on to the summary of the work. So first of all the character involved is Richard, a student on Hawaii. So who is Richard? Richard is a poor student in a particular school in Hawaii. His classmates were a rich kid from rich family, where their parents is a businessman, entrepreneur, uh, we, and so on. So one day he asked or wait a second, I forgot something. Those rich kid is particularly can can what is called can afford anything from a new collection of bicycle, a new collection of toys, and delicious food, and etc. So one day he asked his father how to become rich, and his father are answered study hard and get a decent job. So in that particular manner, Richard's father are so called poor dad because poor dad are how they don't know on how to use their income. Next, in the next day, Richard asked Mike's father, or who is Mike? Mike is Richard's best friend on Hawaii. So Mike's father is one of a example of a rich dad. Why? Because Mike's father introduced to them the assets and liability. So what is assets and liability? For a person who have income, they use or the rich dad use their income in the asset. So what is asset? Asset is how they earn money or something that puts money into your pocket. So in the rich dad, he told that to use your income, you need to know the asset because every rich are using their income to the assets itself. So, and then he introduced liability. So what is liability? Liability or they or the middle class or the poor class uses their money that takes out money from or out of their pocket. So that is liability. Or liability itself are using their own money without earning it back. So that is liability. So in the first perspective, Poor perspective is having a cycle that start their day on waking up, earning money, and on the late night sleep. So that day or that was their cycle. So in everyday life of poor perspective, they only wake up, earn money, and sleep. And in another day, wake up, earn, and sleep. So why poor perspective only thinks of this way? Because they fear of on how they use their income for their everyday lives, of not knowing on how they use it to earn another simply income. So next is the rich perspective. So the rich perspective uses their income to have a passive income. So what is passive income? Passive income, an income that does need a present of you but can earn even when you sleep. So meaning to say, passive income does need your actually presence for its everyday work. For example, investing. Investing are putting your income to a certain company, certain banks, etc. And there is an interest. They borrow your money, and that particular interest are what you called your particular income or passive income. So that is the passive income meaning. So what is my personal opinion about the Rich Dad Poor Dad book that was published of Robert Kiyosaki? So first, Rich Dad Poor Dad can be related to the modern society. So on the, on the modern society, the poor class or the middle class only thinks their money or or earn income as that is the only way to earn it without thinking or using their mind on how they get another income for the everyday lives. As the as the prices of or as the prices going increase like foods, commodities, appliances, electricity, water, and etc. They only they are being increased for every day, for every month, or for every year. As the your or your 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 everyday have been given you a taxes. So that is the perspective related to the modern society. So as people earn money, the middle class and the poor class fear to think another way of earning money. That's why they stay at the current status. As I earlier said, the poor fears their earn income to be used because they don't think another way of creating income, or they don't think on how they can create a passive income. But as businesses are being common to the society, businessman, entrepreneur, innovator, and rich family think another type of income to earn. So, in the perspective of the businessman, entrepreneur, innovator and rich family, they always think another type of income or what's so-called income or what's so-called passive income. Even though even though they have a decent job, they always think their income on how they will manage it for for growing them or let's say for earning them. They use them in the passive income strat or strategy. They will invest the money or their earn money from the companies or banks to grow even more further. So that is how the businessman, entrepreneur, innovator, and rich family thinks on another type of income to earn. So as I see the book as wake up example to us of getting a decent job and use our brain to earn or create a passive income or businesses to double and secure the income we got. Even though we earn for every day on our decent job, we need to double the income or secure a passive income because as I earlier said, the foods, accommodity, gasoline or fuel, electricity, water are increased for every day, every month, or every year. And we have even though for every day or every prices, they are having a taxes. So taxes are the government issued or government getting their own money. So if we or if we double our or if we secure a particular income, we don't need to fear on of bankruptcy or low income because of what we call the passive income. So the work also encourage us to use emotions to think, but not to think as emotion says. So what is the differentiation of emotions to think than to think as emotion says? So we need to use our emotions to think because emotions can be hinder us on thinking on how we use the or how we use our own earned income. So for example, we have a decent job but emotions are hindering us on how to use that on getting a decent business because our emotions will be told us to there are particular enemies in businesses. There will be people who pull you downwards because they don't or they don't understand how you can earn a passive income. And there will be people who will use your business as your distraction. Why? Because they will think that for you getting a business, you will become too rich, and they don't actually, or what we say, they don't actually think that for getting a business, you need it for your everyday lives. So next is as the merit of the work, the accuracy is great. So why I call the video or the video summary as accuracy grade. Because he told or that particular video told us on how we can accept the assets and liability and how the rich perspective and poor perspective are differentiated for their own work. And the completeness are same. Completeness are same. Even though I don't read the actual book of the Rich Dad or Poor Dad, I can see in that particular video that he told us on how the perspective of the rich and the perspective of the poor can associate of their particular income in assets and liability. The organization are stay as is mentioned. So he organized a particular opinion, a particular thought came over in the book or published book of Rich Dad and Poor Dad. And the merit can be used as example. So meaning to say, we can use that merit of the particular video to inform our family, friend, or any who wants to form a certain business. So I can recommend the book if I just actually read it and came to understand the true meaning of the word. So, meaning to say, if I actually read the particular book, The Rich Dad or The Poor Dad, I can recommend and even understand the true meaning of the particular book. Because even in the summary, I can understand a little meaning from the book itself. But as you all know, I need a certainty to know what is the inside meaning of the book published of Robert Kiyosaki. So, that is the reaction video I made in the Rich Dad and Poor Dad by or published by Robert Kiyosaki. So, thank you for watching.